Hi everyone, it's Jana here. Hope you're well. I wanted to talk to you about information gathering today. It's something that I'm hyper aware of these days, and I had a few breakthrough calls this week with some of you wonderful leaders, and I thought I'd come in and talk to that a little bit more. So, for example, do you tend to, just look for more information constantly? Do you tend to read more information about a certain topic, trying to find more answers, consume more workshops perhaps, more free guides, more templates, more information in general, and always kind of feeling that the last piece of information is just around the corner, and always feeling like you just need a little bit more information and a little bit more detail. If that sounds familiar, that's exactly how I felt for most of my life. I always felt like I needed to read more and gather more information. And what is happening is that most industries are actually responding to that, because I think that's inherent to most people. It's what we do, we just want to have more information. It's intelligent human beings. We want to have every piece of information to make a decision. But I invite you to think about that you do have all the information. But let's keep going. So the industry responds to that, and so they are putting products on the market to satisfy that need for more information. And it really annoys me these days, because I have found a different way. And when I see that now, it really annoys me, because we are pumping more information and more free guides and free this and free that into a market without providing solutions. So a lot of what you can see on Facebook, for example, you're scrolling through your newsfeed, and what you see is ads about a free guide or a free template or a free strategy or something like that. But it's not a full solution, right? It just gives you a piece of the puzzle, and then you have to figure it out all yourself. Or the non-profit sector and the volunteer support centers here in Australia. I'm not sure what they are in the US. I'm sure there's a similar setting. They often provide, information for free. They provide workshops and training, and they're often one-day conferences. But typically they are like a limited time or a limited piece of information. And then you are left on your own again to figure it all out. Now I'm asking you, how did that work for you until now? Because I have been in this situation for a long, long time. And what happened for me is that I gathered information about my business and how I can grow my business. And I ended up having folders, literally physical folders and folders and folders in my office of information and of strategies, and it was really good information. But the thing is, nothing had changed in me and in my business over many years. And it wasn't until I found a mentor that made me actually realize that I had done that. And when I found the mentor, they actually helped me to change my mindset and then also to change my strategies. And it shifted everything. And why is that? Because it was actually a full solution. It was a full solution to the challenges that I was having. And so I invite you to have a look at your own situation. Have a look at what is not working in your organization or perhaps in your life right now. And how long has this been going on for? How long have you been dealing with that? And how long have you been looking to solve that? How much time have you actually spent on that in total to try and solve that? Have a really good look how much free information you have gathered until now. And how much did it help you? And be honest with you, because really, we always learn something. Of course, we can always learn something. And I love learning and I love reading up on things. But if I'm really honest with myself, then I have to admit that while I have learned a whole lot, I hadn't really changed my outcomes. I have now. But in the past, I hadn't really changed my outcomes. So have a look in your life, like how much information you have gathered, and be honest with yourself, how much has that changed your outcomes and how long has that been going on? And if it hasn't really changed the outcome, then it's worth to have a look at a different way of approaching that. So yes, it'll take an investment. It'll take time and it'll take money to really transform something that has been going on for a long time. And it's always worth to engage somebody who can really help you with that. So free information, in most cases, it won't get you there. That's why it's free. So have a look at who can help you with that. And it might not be me. There's plenty of coaches out there that can help you transform yourself or your organization, or both. Typically, it's all connected together anyway. So the moment you transform yourself, it'll transform your approach in your organization. So I'd like you to know that you are completely capable. You are not stupid, and just because you haven't found a solution yet doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything about you. All it means is that you haven't trusted yourself and you haven't perhaps found the right person yet to help you. Or perhaps you have and you haven't trusted yourself to make that step. And you have chosen to stay in your comfort zone because that's a comfortable place. I have done that as well. And really all it did for me was it perpetuated the scarcity that I was living in. And it took something for me to step out of that and to take a different approach. But that's what's needed to really achieve a different outcome. Don't you agree? I think that's always the case. What I do is I help leaders to change their core message and change their mindset so that they can create a stronger foundation in their organization to be able to attract more support to their organization. So that may be volunteers, that may be funding or any other support. And then once we build the foundation, I help leaders to then implement the volunteer program and to really attract more people to your organization. And we do that within a couple of months. So we really help leaders to change their organization, literally, so that they can attract more support and they create a bigger impact. They create more change in the world and they impact more lives. And this is really what we're all here for anyway. And we do it in a few months. So when you invest in a solution, it always pays off. So have a really good look at your current situation and stop wasting time. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your organization's time and your team's time because it's too precious. You're too important. And commit to a different outcome and have a look who can help you with that. And like I said, it doesn't have to be me, of course not. I'm not attached to that. But I would like you to really have a look and stop the suffering and really find a different solution. Now, if you haven't yet, I invite you to have a look at my webinar. It's 45 minutes and it's going through the 5 steps to help you create a bigger impact. And if that resonates, then I invite you to book in for a call. And let's have a look at your challenge. And let's have a look if we are a good fit and if I can actually help you change your outcomes. And if I can, then I will let you know and we can go ahead and do that. And if not, then I will point you in the direction of where you can get help. So most importantly, stop wasting time and stop dabbling. You're too important and you're here for a bigger impact. That's why you're here in this community. So stop wasting time and look for the solution.